So today we're here with Steve Passarella of Thatcher Passarella Attorneys at Law, located right here in Washington Township. As usual, we're going to ask him a few questions about his business, how he got started in the business, how long he's been in the business, and his main areas of focus. So today we're here with Steve. So Steve, our first question is, how did you get into the attorney world?
Well, I had a background in accounting and in real estate, and I used both of those areas because I had a desire to dig further and try to help people out on their issues. So both my real estate background, I was a real estate broker prior to being an attorney.
I didn't know that.
And I had an accounting degree from Rutgers. Putting them both together, that's how I forged into getting into law.
Okay. And Steve is located right here on Ganttown Rd in Washington Township. Have you always been at this location?
So we had two locations. We had a location on the Black Horse Pike in Runnymede for 30 years.
Wow.
And we opened this office in the year of 2000.
Okay, cool. And can you tell our viewers a little bit about some of the areas that you tend to focus on?
Sure, I've been a practicing attorney in Washington Township here and in Runnymede for the last 31 years. I handle a wide variety of types of cases, a lot of litigation, but my main focus has been on real estate and estates. Real estate work, I do both residential and commercial real estate from the beginning, from attorney review of the contract, dealing with the inspections,
all the fun parts.
All the fun parts. Reviewing the title work, make sure the title's clear, survey. I deal with a lot of zoning issues, environmental issues that come up on commercial, especially commercial properties. So that's it on the real estate. On the estate side, I help people plan their estates. And so it could be younger people who have families and need to pick guardians and trustees for their children. It could be helping their parents as they get older, figuring out elder law, dealing with Medicaid issues, thinking about inheritance taxes, whatever that may be. I help draft the documents. It could be last wills and testaments. I do a lot of trusts and documents dealing with power of attorneys, and ultimately handle the estates.
Sure. And like we were talking about earlier, it's probably never a bad idea to get that started sooner than later, because you'd rather have it and not need it than be, God forbid something happens down the road.
Absolutely. It's the plan. When people come in to see me, I say, you're trying to make it easier for your family.
Exactly.
So we sit down, we see how their accounts are titled. We determine if it's an estate which is going to be taxable or not, if they want to do any type of Medicaid planning. These are the things that we consider when they come in.
Absolutely. And I can tell you from experience, Steve and I have worked together. This is my 16th year. We've probably worked together 14 of those 16 years on buyer side, seller side, estate sales. Like Steve said, contract review. He's doing a contract for me right now where we're negotiating out with another attorney. So if you guys need any help, advice, questions, Steve's the guy to always come and see.
Yeah, I can attest to Nick's work as well. Nick is very on top on his business.
Thank you.
So if I reach out and there's an email or there's a telephone call, or I have a client that has an issue and I reach out to Nick Christopher, we get an answer and we deal with the issue right away. We try to find a practical resolution on every issue.
Because in our world, issues always arise, but it's how you handle them and how you get on top of them to get them done.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. We appreciate you watching.
Thank you.